Bulawayo City Council (BCC) is set to release results of the pre-feasibility study on the reuse of wastewater, which will ultimately pave way for its adoption as part of a raft of measures to address the city's crippling water crisis. The local authorities acknowledged the recycling of wastewater, especially from Khami Dam, as a feasible approach for industrial use to ensure a steady water supply in the wake of the effects of climate change. The El Nino-induced drought attributed to climate change has further worsened the prevailing water situation following a decline in inflows into the city's supply dam. This has resulted in BCC decommissioning some of its dams. Now, our correspondent Andile Chuma joins us live from Bulawayo with the latest. Good evening, Andile. We understand that the Bulawayo City Council wants to go forward with reclaiming water from the Khami Dam. Question is, what's the latest and what's the history of the said dam?
Good evening and thank you. Well, the Khami Dam is one of the very old dams that the city has. It was constructed in 1928 but was taken out of service in 1988 due to high levels of pollution. So at some point, raw sewer effluent has been channeled into that dam. So this is where the bone of contention rises. Bulawayo residents are saying that they cannot fathom having to drink water from the Khami Dam. However, according to a study that was done by the local authority in 2020, some tests confirmed that water from Khami Dam meets the set standards by the Standards Association of Zimbabwe, as well as standards from the World Health Organization. So it meets the minimum requirements for raw water.
Andile, we understand council is losing a lot of water. Question is, what are they doing to protect the loss of treated water?
Well, these are not new issues as far as the water crisis in Bulawayo is concerned. We've had numbers of interviews with council officials and on numerous occasions where we have engaged with engineers Kumbuzo Nube, who's the Director of Engineering Services in the Bulawayo City Council. He has raised these issues here and there over and over again, and I recall that he said the city loses almost half of its treated water to leaks and pests, as well as other commercial losses from billing inaccuracies. But it's quite worrying that approximately 46% of the city's treated water is lost. So at a time when the city is facing such acute water shortages, we cannot afford to have half of the water that has been treated being lost. But this is what is happening, and we're saying that the city needs about 1.1 million United States dollars to address some of these post-treatment losses, to ensure that at least more of our treated water gets to the residents and gets to their intended consumers. So these are some of the challenges that the City Council has to deal with. Well, of course, also noting the unpaid rates, as a number of residents are owing the City Council and are falling behind on their bill payments.
Konapo ipapo pa ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.